One of the interesting stories that I've noted today that I haven't really seen on any of the news networks is the Treasury posted an unexpected surplus in June. A couple things. Please understand that the government runs on a September to September fiscal year rather than a normal year that would end on December 31st. So, not that that's a huge thing, but keep that in mind when we start talking about fiscal year numbers for the government. So, June of this year, we actually had a surplus of $27 billion, and that's with a B. And that is a 301% increase from last June. In addition, year over year, if you track through June of last year through June of this year, we're actually down 1% year over year in our deficit. Now it's still $1.34 trillion, but it is down 1% year over year. And one of the bigger factors of that right now is the fact that we have done $113 billion, again, with a B, in tariffs, which is an 86% increase year over year. Again, I'm bringing this up not to be political. I'm bringing this up because it's literally one of the biggest issues in the financial markets right now, because we've got more debt coming due that's going to have to be refinanced and is going to be a part of this, and it's going to continue to make this stuff swell. So we may have a difficult time trying to keep 1% low. And frankly, I couldn't care less whether it stops in September or not. Again, I'm looking forward going, if we have to refinance all of this debt and it's going to cost us more and more and more, it is going to become a problem for us. More on the fact of what it's going to cost us to borrow money down the road and how the rest of the world looks at us. But it's also going to be an issue for us as individuals trying to pay our debts back and trying to live in our economy and not have it, inflation go through the roof. And the inflation will go through the roof if we start printing more and more money and people take that money and throw it into the marketplace. Same thing that kind of happened during COVID. We had just so much money going after so few goods. That's where you get your inflation, which is why I also find it interesting that even though the market's down, we see the bonds are up, even though we got this data that we're actually spending less. Not the correlation I would expect. Normally, when the market's down, I would see the bond market up with the yields going down. What we need to do is get the long-term yields down so that we can refinance all this debt. So anyway, give me your comments. This is what I saw in the market today. Dickie out.